Hello, Epic Friends. Welcome for another reading in the book of Matthew. Grab your Bible, grab your journal, and a pen so that you can be writing down all the different thoughts that you have as it applies to comma and the way that you're reading this passage. Comma is going to help you read this a little bit differently and understand it a little bit better. So make sure that you refer to that comma quick start guide. There's a video also with some helpful tips and hints. But we're going to get started. We are reading in chapter 25 of Matthew, verses 14 through 30. Now, this is a parable that Jesus is telling, so it's all in red. Jesus is telling this parable, and that's a story that helps people understand what he's trying to say in a way that they can relate to. All right, so Matthew 25, verses 14 through 30. And this is the parable of the bags of gold. It's a big, bold heading at the top, the theme of this passage. Again, it will be like a man going on a journey who called his servants and entrusted his wealth to them. To one he gave 5 bags of gold, to another 2 bags, and to another 1 bag, each according to their ability. Then he went on his journey. The man who had received 5 bags of gold went at once and put his money to work and gained 5 bags more. So also the man with 2 bags of gold gained 2 more. But the man who had received 1 bag went off and dug a hole in the ground and hid his master's money. After a long time, the master of those servants returned and settled accounts with them. The man who had received 5 bags of gold brought the other 5. Master, he said, you entrusted me with 5 bags of gold. See, I have gained 5 more. His master replied, well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful with a few things. I will put you in charge of many things. Come and share your master's happiness. The man with 2 bags of gold also came. Master, he said, you entrusted me with 2 bags of gold. See, I have gained 2 more. His master replied, well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful with a few things. I will put you in charge of many things. Come and share your master's happiness. Then the man who had received 1 bag of gold came. Master, he said, I knew that you are a hard man, harvesting where you have not sown and gathering where you have not scattered seed. So I was afraid and went out and hid your gold in the ground. See, here is what belongs to you. His master replied, you wicked, lazy servant. So you knew that I harvest where I have not sown and gather where I have not scattered seed. Well then, you should have put my money on deposit with the bankers, so that when I return, I would have received it back with interests. So take the bag of gold from him and give it to the one who has 10 bags. For whoever has will be given more, and they will have an abundance. Whoever does not have, even what they have will be taken from them. And throw that worthless servant outside into the darkness, where there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth. All right. Read back through that or re-listen to that. Are there things that you can refer to in our Comma Quick Start Guide? What do you see? Observations. The theme, obviously, is a parable of the bags of gold. Are there repeating words and phrases? There are truths about God. Is something striking? Did something stand out to you? And in the message, what is God trying to say? Is there a sin to confess? What about a promise to claim? An example to follow by the way someone was living their life? Is there a command to obey or statement about God, something you know is true after you read today's passage? Think about those things for a little bit, meditate on those. And then the A in comma, the most important. Now that you know these things, how are you going to apply it to your life? All right, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow.